There's a stranger in my house. What would you do if there was a stranger in your house? Would you hide under the bed and call the police? Would you try to sneak out, lock him in, and call for help of your neighbor? Or would you just come over and offer him a cup of tea like a civilized marshmallow that you are? Well, this is a story about my experience from a few years ago. My younger brother and I were at home, just minding our own business, not knowing that Dad, who was also at home until recently, went out. My brother came to me and told me that there was someone in the hallway, and I brushed it off, saying, "Nah, that's just Dad." Until half an hour later, when he came to me and said, "There's a stranger sitting in our living room." This is probably the part where most of you would get a red flag and started dialing, but not me. My first thought was, that's probably just one of Dad's friends. He probably came here with him and Dad went to pick up something from the car and now he's waiting. I should go say hi. But then my red flag also went up. As a child, I watched a lot of 911, had a green belt in karate and a baseball bat in my closet. And with those math skills equipped, I was ready to take down a grown man that was in my home uninvited. What is wrong with me? I was such a stupid child, oh my god. I peeked into the living room with a baseball bat behind my back. I said hello to the nice gentleman and asked, "Are you waiting for my dad?" He stared at the wall, not reacting to me, nor my questions, and chewed on a piece of bread. It was chilling. I said, "Well, he should be home soon," and walked back into the room where my younger sibling was waiting, terrified. I gave the baseball bat to him and told him that if he hears screams, to hide and call the cops. I waited to see what will the strange man do, and after 10 more minutes, nothing. He was still there. I walked into the room again and started asking him questions. He ignored me and stared blankly at the wall. Only thing he replied to was when I asked him his name. I guess I disturbed his peace enough since he started responding a bit more afterwards. I told him, "It's time for you to leave." He ignored me and sat in silence. I walked to the door and repeated as clearly as possible, "You need to go." Without a word, he looked at me, got up and walked out of my apartment. I locked the door and watched to see if he will leave for good. He stood in front of my doors for a few more minutes, and then he finally left, only leaving behind a piece of bread. Who was that man or what he wanted stayed a mystery to me and my family until this summer. Turned out that it was a neighbor's husband that was suffering from. The stranger in my home could have been a thief or a murderer, but nope. It was a poor guy that was lost on his way home because he just could not remember. So may there be a lesson to you all. Buy the doors that get locked automatically because you never know when your parents will go out and a stranger walk in. My experience wasn't as bad as it could have been, so please, if something similar ever happens to you, hide and call the police immediately. Thank you for watching and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye!